And how much time would you spend analyzing the mock?
More than what I spent giving the mock. I used to set at 10. From 10 to 12 or 10 to 12:30. Every day my task was completing the videos and doing the daily targets. On every weekend I wanted to give 2 mocks. Actually, I saw a video of yours by then that advice was really helpful, and the way you were speaking also, it was very grounded and natural, and that is actually when I decided to join Cracku. Initially I was actually wondering whether to take online classes or offline classes, and I felt that online classes it would be difficult to get the doubts solved, but after I joined Cracku, there is an ask your doubts. So also that if you ask a doubt, then you'll get the answer within 24 hours. So I think that was something which really helped me, because if I see a question and if I'm able to know how to solve it within 5 seconds or something, then I'll go and solve it. Otherwise, I'll just skip it. I won't take it on my ego that I have to say. But 2 days before the exam, I was feeling confident.
One thing that you did right, okay, which you think has really helped you, and one mistake that you made, which you wouldn't repeat.
So one thing which I did right was
Okay, hi Adhiraj. Very happy to have you here. We'll just have a normal conversation, because I'm also interested to know for 2 reasons. One, you're a junior from IIT. Second, you've done very well in CAT. So these 2 things. So first, I just want to know about you, where you grew up. Okay, how was basically your childhood? Was it focused on a CATs? And then how did IIT happen? Those things. After that, we'll come to the CAT journey.
Sure. So I'll start from my childhood. So I grew up in Mumbai. I was born and brought up in Mumbai. And I went to school in Airoli. Yeah, it's near Mumbai. Okay. So basically at my home, the environment was always regarding scientific thinking. Not science, but scientific thinking. So basically reasoning and being open and flexible and adaptable. So that was always the main thing which I grew up with. Also, another aspect at my home was there was a lot of focus on honesty and integrity.
Okay.
So I think those values somehow shaped me, and that started my whole journey.
Okay, cool. So then you did well in 10th and 12th. You scored 97 and 94 in 10th and 12th. Which year did you get into IIT?
I got into IIT in 2020.
2020. And you graduated in 2024. CGPA is slightly low, or do you think it's okay?
No, it's definitely low. So the reason behind that is in the first 2 semesters, they were online, right? And so it was like really difficult for me to connect and look at the lectures, pay attention to that. So that is why in the first 2 semesters my CPA is low, but once it started offline, then my SPI grew up.
So in those days, again, I don't know, when you had classes online, how were the exams?
Exams used to be conducted on an app called Safe, which was developed by IIT Bombay and the professors itself.
So on that app, you have to take the exams. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So you graduated in 2024, and after that you joined EY. It's a good company, well-known company, but I have heard that the working hours are long and all. Is it true, or it is like normal?
It actually depends from team to team. So I would say in my team, if you are getting your work done, then it is fine. Okay. Working hours are flexible, unless until you are getting your work done. So I work from the client office. So I leave my house at around 8.
Okay.
And I come back around 8. So I think it's fine.
That's tough, man. 8 to 8 is tough, no? Especially if you're preparing for CAT.
Yeah.
It's a 5-day week job or 6-day week?
5-day week. But I have to go to the office thrice a week. So 2 days I work from home.
Okay, then that's fine. Okay. So you have taken CAT 3 times, right?
No, first time.
First time. You didn't take in your final year, or this is the first time you took. So then that's good. So when did you start preparing seriously for CAT?
So actually after my birthday, which was in late June 2025, I was like, okay, what's the next step? And so I was trying to think of what I have to do. Right. So I always wanted to do some business side, because my father also owns a business.
Okay.
So with that, I grew up with that. So I was like, okay, I have some interest in this, but I don't know what to do. Right. So after working, I think it was 11 months till July. So by that time, MBA was in my mind basically after working. So I saw that, okay, technically you can do only so much, but if you have to take some strategic point of view, then an MBA is required. So around in July, I was like, okay, I have to do MBA, I have to do CAT. And for CAT as well, I was thinking of where to go GMAT and do from outside, or where to do from India. So since my family also has a business here, and I wanted to stay in India in the future. So I was like, okay, CAT is the main thing which I should focus on. And in July, I made my mind that, okay, I'm going to give CAT. And that is when I saw the Cracku course as well. So that is how I took the Cracku course.
Okay. Cool. So, do you have like batchmates or friends who have already gone to some top IIMs, or did you talk to them? Or
Yeah, I talked to people who have gone to Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta. They were like, hey, you just have to start preparing. That is the most important thing.
so when you first started preparing, you just had like some 3-4 months, right? But you are confident, or you are any section that you are a little worried about, or
So I was actually confident somewhat about Quant first, but after giving, I gave a dash 5. So that is when I was like, okay, shit, I don't know anything about anything. So I got, I think, 60 marks or something in the dash. I was like, okay. So what I noticed giving the dash was when I was solving the questions, I thought, right, okay, I'm able to solve all the questions of Quant, but I'm not able to solve them in time. So I felt that was the most important thing, and the strategy is the thing which I should focus the most on, like how to give the. So actually, I saw a video of yours by then that I saw a video of how to get 100%. It's so that those that advice was really helpful, and the way you were speaking also, it was very grounded and natural, and like that felt very real to me, and I connected with that. So that is actually when I decided to join Cracku.
okay.
Yeah, and initially, so after giving the dash card, my all 3 sections were weak, let's say.
Okay.
Then for VRC, my strategy was I saw the videos of Saliman. There she was mentioning we have to do some active writing where you have to write based on the paragraph.
Correct.
But so I didn't actually write it. I wrote the actual points mentally.
Good.
Yeah, and then even instead of doing it was not clicking for me for some reason. One day what happened was I was like, okay, I'll just watch a few videos of Sailingam, let her solve the passages, the RCs. I won't look at it, I won't try to solve them, I'll just look at what she does. So she was reading the first line, reading the second line. So I noticed what she was doing the most was she was like understanding what the author actually wants to say rather than what is actually given.
Yeah.
So subconsciously that somehow clicked for me, and after that my BRC score started going up.
I know. See, when I used to take CAT, okay, I didn't take it this year, but 1-2 days before the examination, even I do that. Okay. Because I watch some of her videos, because then again, these things I know, but I forget.
Yeah.
Okay. But once I watch some of these videos, it refreshes. So again, I'm in that zone. But that is good. So how many mocks did you take?
I gave the 20 dash tests
Hmm.
with it, and I gave previous years.
Okay. Good. And say, is there any feature that you really liked, or anything that you liked about? What is your most favorite thing about the course?
I would say the whole interface was really good. First of all, it was not laggy at all, and everything was very streamlined. Like videos will be here, then mocks will be here, sections will be here, that sort of thing. The best thing I liked was initially I was actually wondering whether to take online classes or offline classes, and I felt that in online classes it would be difficult to get the doubts solved.
Yeah.
But after I joined Cracku, and there is an option, right, to ask your doubts and to get them solved. So I think that was something which really helped me, because normally online classes do not do that, right? So also if you ask a doubt, then you'll get the answer within 24 hours. So that was really nice. That feature I liked.
We improved it quite a lot in the last few months, like maybe in the last 6 months or 7 months. We put a lot of thought into how to actually manage it. So we have a system there. We hire a lot of freelancers, and we have like some guys in the office who are managing the freelancers, so that all the doubts are, and we are also tracking, because we want to improve the doubt solving time. Now it is actually pretty good, but we are trying to improve even further. But good. The tech is also by another IIT Bombay guy. I don't know whether you know or not. My tech co-founder also is from my hostel. Same. Okay, good. So one other thing I wanted to ask you is, say 2 days before the examination, how was your feeling? How are you actually feeling on that day?
So
Were you confident, or were you nervous, or?
actually, I would like to say tell about how I was feeling 1 week before result. So the thing was, because of work, what usually used to happen is I used to give my mocks on Saturdays and Sundays. So I noticed that on every Saturday, my score used to be lesser than what my score was on Sunday.
Okay.
Right? So there was some practice gap that was happening, I noticed.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, last week I'll just take leave from the office, and I'll solve 1 mock each day, and then let's see. I was confident that my score will improve in the last 1 week. I was confident of it. So I just started giving mocks. I gave one mock each day, and the score started improving as well. So 2 days before, I was scoring good. My only problem was in LRDI, where I was confident about Quant and VRC at this point. But in LRDI, I was like, okay, let's see how many sets I'm able to solve final paper. I won't go with any like preconceived notion that I will solve 3 sets or 2 sets or 4 sets. So that used to be a thing. But 2 days before the exam, I was feeling confident. Yeah. On the last day, also, actually, I gave a mock. So that mock was actually very difficult. I got a very low score in that. But
See, one of the things that I ask is because I feel that exam composure, okay, on the day of the examination matters quite a lot. So I always am curious to know what people do to like calm their nerves, like just before entering the examination or just before the exam starts. So how are you feeling at that time? Were you feeling nervous or what were you doing to, or you were just confident?
during the exam time, just before the exam, I was confident that okay, whatever I've done. So right now, my only focus should be on my mindset, keeping a mindset. So strategy and every preparation aspect was already covered. If I keep my mindset good, then I'll score good. That was my
And I think from your perspective, you already have a job. You're working in a job which is a stable job. Your profile also is good. So there is less pressure. Like even if something happens wrong or if the exam doesn't go well, it's okay. You can try again or there is something else, which I think also will help you quite a lot. So that's good. One other thing I wanted to ask you is, you mentioned that the timings are from 8 to 8, right?
Yeah.
3 days a week.
Yeah.
So how are you actually managing to study? What were you actually doing to study?
Right. So on weekdays, on office days, what I used to do was in the morning I couldn't do anything. But after coming back around 8, I used to like chill for a bit and then have dinner, and then I used to sit at 10. From 10 to 12 or 10 to 12:30, I used to see the video lectures. So there were 3 aspects essentially, which 2 aspects, or I would say, which I covered the most, which was daily videos and the daily targets. Right. So every day my task was okay, completing the videos and doing the daily targets. On weekdays, that is what I did. On weekends, mock was the main target for me. So on every weekend, I wanted to give 2 mocks. So, like one on Saturday, one on Saturday.
And how much time would you spend analyzing the mock?
More than what I spent giving the mock.
Oh, really? That's great. So what would you really do while you are analyzing? What are the things you would look for?
What are the things?
What do you mean by analyzing the mock? What would you do when you're analyzing it?
Okay, yeah. So firstly, what I used to do was solve all the unsolved questions. So initially, what I used to do was I used to solve them without timer, unsolved questions also, because I wanted to just see whether I can solve the questions or not. But later on, I used to like think of a timer as well. Like, okay, let me try to solve this in 2 minutes or that sort of thing. This is the first thing which I used to do. In the last couple of months, I also was looking at, okay, I was able to solve 2 sets, but I was not able to solve 2 sets. I was able to solve 3 sets, but not the 4th set. So which set could have been a better set for me? What did I do wrong? Which RC would have been a better RC? Or should I used to really do bad at para jumbles and like overseas para jumbles. So I used to think like, okay, let me just not attempt these. So that kind of thing. And in maths, what used to happen was, a lot of time it has happened that I was not able to cover all the questions.
Okay.
So, well, okay, let me first cover all the questions first. So, what I did was, so you talked by the point of analyzing. So, while analyzing, I was thinking about the strategy on what I can apply. So, one strategy which worked out for me in the end was, if I see a question and if I'm able to know how to solve it within 5 seconds or something, then I'll go and solve it. Otherwise, I'll just skip it.
Okay.
So I won't take it on my ego that look, I have to solve it. But yeah,
Okay, good. So on the day of the examination, which slot were you in?
I was in slot 1.
Slot 1. So when you're looking at the paper, things changed a little, right? As compared to last year, things were more difficult, right? So how did you adapt, or was there any issue, especially in LRD, I think?
Yeah. So I was mostly, I gave the 2023 mock, one of the previous year papers in the week before the exam. So I was like, okay, 2024 seems like an outlier because it is easy. But let me just see that if 2023 type of paper comes, then what I'll do. So that was my mindset from the beginning.
Okay.
So maybe if a paper would have been easier, then I wouldn't have done well. That was the possibility.
So how many questions did you attempt?
In VRC, I attempted all the questions.
Good.
In LRDI, I was able to attempt 2 sets.
Okay.
And In Quant, I was able to attempt 18 questions, I think.
Okay. Very nice attempt. I think your accuracy also would have been very high, right? Then.
Yeah. Quant, one question was wrong. VRC, I don't remember really, but in LRD also are
All of that. Because 2 sets is slightly like slightly risky. Because
what?
Yeah.
So what happened was when I start after the VRC, as you know, the options were really lengthy. So so after the VRC section, when I started LRD, I was like, okay, okay, we just focus on mind for a bit and pick out the actual LR questions or the DI questions. But I was actually not good at calculative type of questions, which actually was present in in the paper. But I look for some figure type of questions or tables.
There was one question, no, in tariff, some slaughter.
First, I tried to look for the LR questions based on the tabular question. So there was no question available. All were like all of text. So so I just looked at the last question. Okay, it was a tariff question. It was a graph question. Okay, let me just pick this up. So I picked that up, and I wasted actually 20 minutes in that question. So that is where I was like, okay, what one side only I have solved now. What's the plan again? So then I looked for the sets and I picked a set. I think the promotion only set.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. So I picked that, and that took me around 10 to 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Then I was trying to solve another set, but I was not able to solve any set in particular.
No, I think you are also like slightly lucky. You picked the right sets. If you had gotten into the circular arrangement or something, it would have been.
Not done it. I would have solved only one set.
And so after LRDI was done, were you nervous or you thought, okay, this is okay? Because you might be nervous, right? You might feel that, okay, I attempted lesser. So how did you like do the mindset for Quant?
So after LRDI, I was nervous. But there were two things which I thought. First was, I'm not able to solve. Most people also won't be able to solve. Then let me just forget it. The second part was, okay, LRDI is done. Now Quant is the paper which I have to focus on, right? So 40 minutes for Quant. So when Quant started, the first question I think I was able to solve within 1 minute. So okay, take it. Let me just I'll pick this up now. So
I know. That is very important. No, getting the first 1-2 questions correct quickly really helps us. Okay, good. So once the response sheet came, before the response sheet came only, you would be confident, right, that you have done okay.
Not really, actually. So I only did 2 sets in LRD, right? So I was like, okay, I don't know. My aim was getting 99.9 plus. So I was like, okay, let's see what I get. If I get the 99.9 plus or not. But in the end, it worked out. So
okay. Cool then. Very nice. And after the result came, I'm assuming all your family is very happy.
Yeah.
Good. And how is the preparation for interviews? You started or?
Yeah, interview preparation started.
You are expecting all calls? I think you would have gotten many calls, right? Okay. Cool, man. All the best. Before we end the interview, just 2 things, okay? I want you to tell the students, okay, one thing that you did right, okay, which you think has really helped you, and one mistake that you made, which you wouldn't repeat and you wouldn't want any future aspirant to repeat.
Okay. So one thing which I did right was keeping a good mindset. And so I focused more on strategy and mindset rather than just solving questions.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, however which is steady, whatever strategy you apply, if in the interview you're not able to maintain that mindset, then in the paper, if you're not able to maintain that mindset, then everything will crumble. Right? So mindset is the most important thing, which I believe I did well in.
So how did you do it? How did you maintain that positive mindset or confident mindset?
So first of all, I thought, okay, what will happen if I don't get? Can I continue with the job? I can try in the next year as well. So that was the first thing. Other thing was I had already since given an exam like JEE Advanced before. So I was pretty confident that okay, though I was like used to taking that pressure of exams. So that was there. Another thing which I did was I used to play guitar. So that was okay. Like, calm my nerves a bit.
Very nice. And one thing that you think you haven't done well?
One thing I didn't do well was practice a lot of DLR sets, I believe. Because whenever I used to see a very long DLR set, my mind used to be like, okay, I don't want to solve this. So that I didn't overcome till the exam time. And I believe if I had done that, then it would have been better.
Okay. Okay then, Adhiraj, very happy to have you here. Okay. And very happy to know your story. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.